Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. We're back playing Rival Stars Horse Racing. There's our jockey. Let's go collect the payout from the ranch. Is it really a ranch? Horse Activity Center. How about that? And I would love to upgrade, but we can't. So let's look at our goals here. 10,000 meters over multiple races. First place at Soul Metals Race 3. More horse breeding. I have to get my horses leveled up before I do any more horse breeding, because I think I am limiting my own horses and their offspring by not training them all the way up before breeding them. So we're going to train up some horses. First, we've got to feed this horse Artisan Illusion. And since we don't have the feed, we'll just buy some. Yeah. We're going to go through a lot of money this episode in the training barn and the feeding the horse barn. So just know that I'm going to try to race a lot of races in this episode. It's just under an hour of racing and me mashing buttons and stuff like that. Caffeine Tsunami, we still have 5 levels left to train for speed, sprinting, and acceleration after this training here. So the horse is level 14 out of 15. Once we get to level 15, we'll have 5 levels left to train. I don't intend to train agility or jumping. I don't think you need those for a flat track racehorse. I'm hoping you don't need them for a flat track racehorse in this game. However, the horses that compete in steeplechasing and the other discipline, I can't recall the name off the top of my head, cross country, thank you very much. Those horses do need that stuff. In fact, they need a little less speed and more sprinting, more agility, more jumping. And so that's where I'm actually gonna train those horses in everything, because they have a level cap that's far below 15. All right, into our first race.
Excitement building here at Parsons Valley. High hopes for the favourite, Caffeine Tsunami. Gates are open and they're off, and the favourite is driving the pace right from the go. Zephyr Baritone is right there. Then as the race moves on, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Sunbeam Laughter next. Reluctant Rogue in 4th, putting up a challenge to Shiny Trouble. Elbow Blizzard at the head of affairs. Custard Wiggle in 2nd position. Next, it's Caffeine Tsunami. A length away, it's Reluctant Rogue, trying to keep off Baritone's Barnacle. Still going, it's Elbow Blizzard. Custard Wiggle in 2nd spot, and then it's Reluctant Rogue. At the 400, it's Elbow Blizzard. Custard Wiggle in 3rd spot. 1 length behind, it's Reluctant Rogue. Continuing around the track, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Elbow Blizzard in 2nd spot, neck and neck with Custard Wiggle. Caffeine Tsunami in 1st place. Elbow Blizzard in 2nd place. Caffeine Tsunami keeping the front. Caffeine Tsunami steals the show. Elbow Blizzard in 2nd. 3rd at the line, Custard Wiggle.
All right, close win there, but we could have spaced out our sprints a little bit better at the end. We actually finished the race with a couple of sprints still left in the bag. So now Caffeine Tsunami is all the way up to level 15 for training potential. Are we just going to go right into another race? We don't have any of those we can use. So, I guess we will. Finally, the inside.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Caffeine Tsunami looking to make bookies unhappy. They're ready and away. Squeamish Silhouette gets a magnificent start. Speedy Leopard also up the front. With 1,100 metres to go, it's Vintage City. Caffeine Tsunami wants the front. Speedy Leopard in third. Struggling with Squeamish Silhouette. Head and head with Covered Curiosity. Vintage City keeps the lead. Squeamish Silhouette moving forward. From Speedy Leopard, putting in a strong bid with Covered Curiosity. Speedy Leopard with a magnificent run. Caffeine Tsunami out in front. Squeamish Silhouette in second place. On their back is Sarcastic Stutter. Stride for stride with Speedy Leopard. Caffeine Tsunami still in first place. Squeamish Silhouette in second. Just has a margin over Speedy Leopard. A length behind, it's Sarcastic Stutter, followed by Covered Curiosity. Caffeine Tsunami keeping the lead spot. Squeamish Silhouettes in second position, just in front of Speedy Leopard. From Sarcastic Stutter, pushing hard in front of Covered Curiosity. They straighten up for home, and it's Caffeine Tsunami. Vintage City on the outside. Sarcastic Stutter in third place, closely followed by Squeamish Silhouettes. Caffeine Tsunami punched out and won it. Speedy Leopard second. Vintage City gets the third place.
Alright, still need to work on spacing out those sprints at the end. We went the last couple seconds without any. But we did win, thanks to acceleration. And we still got over 80 grand in our bank right now. And so we're just going to go see if we can knock out the Sewell Meadows Race 3. Not as good odds. Yeah, I need to upgrade my training facility. So I think we'd be better off if we could have done that first. Oh, far outside. Terrible.
They're ready to go at Sewell Meadows. Caffeine Tsunami, the favourite for this race. Off and running, and the favourite gets a magnificent start. There, Zebra is showing early speed. Continuing around the track, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Sergeant's Belief stretching now, contending with Grotesque Buzzword. Just behind, it's Autumn Fury. Plump Herald in 11th position, just ahead of Doom's Diagram. Caffeine Tsunami once again in the front spot, neck and neck with Matching Mirage. Artificial Anecdote charging through. Sergeant's Belief gaining momentum and flying through. Sergeant's Belief is coming with a huge run. Pounding down the course, it's Matching Mirage. Caffeine Tsunami in second, just ahead of Autumn Fjord. Elite Skeleton gaining momentum and flying through. Murder Myth with a magnificent run. It's on now, folks. Caffeine Tsunami wants the front. Going hammer and tong with Autumn Fjord. Caffeine Tsunami looking comfortable in that position. Grotesque Buzzword is coming home from the clouds. They're going to need a photo to tell these apart. Autumn Fjord stealing the win at the finish. Caffeine Tsunami in second place. Matching Mirage in third.
All right, we lost by a head. Unfortunately, sorry, I was cracking up while that was going on because some ballpark, and I don't know which one, if it was in the majors or the minors, but some ballpark had a baby race where parents left their child in one part of the infield, went to another part of the infield, and then apparently someone told the babies to start to try to go towards their parents, and literally they all just sat there. And then one kid finally went most of the way, but he or she was not the actual winner. Anyway, very amusing. Some guy was like, all caps, like, how do I bet on this? Yeah, we all want to know how to bet on baby racing, but instead we have to bet on pixelated horse racing when we're not betting on real horse racing. All right, I think we're just going to continue. Is this a steeplechase? I think I want to use Tsunami Picnic. I don't know about Dignified Constellation. I don't know what that horse is going to be good at. Level 5 only? It was all A pluses when I bought that horse or something like that. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see how little that Dignified Constellation is going to level up. Almost none, probably. I don't know where those A numbers came from, but we'll see. Or letters.
Waiting for the start at Harson's Valley. Tsunami Picnic trying to surprise the field. Racing, Firefly Bet, first away. Ambiguous Adjective, going with them on the inside. Shocking Staircase in first position. Golden Genius, overtaking, pushing hard in front of Courteous Cavalier. A length away, it's Crocus Cobble. Tsunami Picnic is fighting. With 600 meters to go, it's Vampire Gentleman. Vampire Gentleman with a brilliant turn of foot. Tsunami Picnic in 7th place. The race continues with Golden Genius, Crocus Cobble striving forward, Ambiguous Adjective travelling on the fence, Tsunami Picnic in 8th, Golden Genius in control, Vampire Gentleman in 2nd spot, toe-to-toe with Ambiguous Adjective, Tsunami Picnic in 9th. As they straighten for home, it's Golden Genius, Ambiguous Adjective in 2nd place. Shocking Staircase in 8th. Just behind, it's Tsunami Picnic. Golden Genius still in 1st place. Tsunami Picnic in 9th position.
Okay, we got brutalized, but they gave us some nice consolation prizes. I really just need to train up the horse up to 91k. All right, Tsunami Picnic. Let's do some training here. Ow. And I think we're going to go to level 2 on everything. Maybe. Alright, I guess we're gonna train all the way up to level 5. And you can see training is expensive. I don't think I've ever seen it appear to where I could earn enough stuff just by racing normally to get all the training, like grain and whatnot, paid for. I think once your horse is fully trained up and you race it, then you'll start accumulating those over time. But then you might turn around and say, hey, my level 3 or my 3-star level 15 stallion or mare sucks compared to my level 2 or a 2-star level 15 mare. So anyway, you guys know what I was trying to say there. I'm going to spend all this money doing training, and then is it really worth anything? All right, I see over there, sell an adult stallion horse is worth something. We're going to come back later. But first, we're going to ride in the steeplechase race and see if we can make some money. And before we used Regal something or other, of a horse we've sold to run these races. And so now I think we're going to use Tsunami Picnic.
Excitement building here at Parsons Valley. Tsunami Picnic trying to beat the odds. They're away. First to show out, it's Firefly Bet. Ambiguous adjective is fast on the inside. Shocking staircase dictating the pace. Out deeper on the track is Musical Expert. Golden Genius putting the pressure on. Just in front of Firefly Bet. Tsunami Picnic in second position. Pounding down the course, it's Musical Expert. Tsunami Picnic pushing past horses. Then Vampire Gentleman going hammer and tongs with Crocus Cobble. Musical Expert maintaining the prime spot. Tsunami Picnic feeling anxious. A length behind, it's Crocus Cobble. 2 lengths behind, it's Firefly Bet. Musical Expert, the leader. Next, it's Crocus Cobble. They set sail for home, it's Tsunami Picnic. Musical Expert in second position. Vampire Gentleman has dropped from the sky. Tsunami Picnic leading. Musical Expert on the out. In the shadows of the post, Golden Genius is flashing home. Musical Expert at the head of affairs. Tsunami Picnic happy where it is.
All right, we won barely, but it's still a win. 13K into the bank. And Tsunami Picnic can now be trained to level 7. Go collect our payout. And I think we still have a horse in the a young horse, a baby horse. Don't we still have a baby horse that needs to be fed and stuff like that? All right, training up to level 7 here. You can see it's another double jump here for each skill. So I think when it's all said and done, we'll be around like 75 gold. All right, I lied. Maybe less than that. All right, 73. All right, let's move on to Olympia Park. 900 meters, firm surface. Should be a good fit for Tsunami Picnic.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Tsunami Picnic not in with much of a chance. The field is away. Shuffle Skeleton shows great speed. Trouble Tomato right behind. 4 furlongs out, it's Tsunami Picnic. Cockney Curse making ground. Cuddly Creature next. Vibrant Crown in 4th position. A length away, it's Superb Sweet. Crispy Chance in last spot. Tsunami Picnic maintaining the lead. Cuddly Creature in 2nd spot. Next, it's Superb Sweet. Trouble Tomato with a magnificent run. Then as the race moves on, it's Tsunami Picnic. Superb Sweet progressing, closely followed by Trouble Tomato. Tsunami Picnic setting the pace. 1 length away, it's Shuffled Skeleton being overwhelmed by Superb Sweet. The final sprint is on, and it's Tsunami Picnic. Cockney Curse in second. Superb Sweet is flying home from nowhere. Tsunami Picnic still in the first position. Superb Sweet wants the front. Tsunami Picnic controlling the race.
All right, nice clinic there on how to run a steeplechase race. Plenty of sprint meter for the end, not challenged. And we are now able to train up to level 8. Although we're probably better, clearly, than the other horses in the race. 2 more levels left to train after this for Tsunami Picnic. And money's still around 75. Bancroft has a soft surface, so I'm going to pass on that and go to Eastman Rose.
They're ready to go at Parsons Valley. Tsunami Picnic, only with an outside chance today. They're off. Tsunami Picnic is off to a good start. Also running well is Trick Titan. Tsunami Picnic continues to show the way. And then it's Eager Elements, putting up a challenge to Toffee Trophy. Academics Act in 5th place. Still going, it's Bionic Mountain. Superb Space in 3rd spot from Eager Elements. Stormy Smile in 5th, trying not to be outstripped by Trick Titan. Tsunami Picnic leading the charge. Bionic Mountain wants the front, putting in a strong bid with Toffee Trophy. On their back is Stormy Smile. Continuing around the track, it's Tsunami Picnic. Toffee Trophy in 2nd place. Superb Space charging through. The race continues with Tsunami Picnic. Superb Space in 2nd spot, followed by Toffee Trophy head and head with Stormy Smile. Tsunami Picnic in 1st position. Superb Space in 2nd place. Tsunami Picnic still outrunning the rest. Toffee Trophy in 2nd position. Eager Elements is storming home out deep. Tsunami Picnic in 1st spot. Stormy Smile in 2nd.
Alright, another victory. Didn't really play that one perfectly. Missed our jump at the end, but we still got the pay window. 18,000. And now we're able to fully train up Tsunami Picnic. And so let's see how much that's going to cost. From 8 to level 10, starting at 93 grand. And boy, it's going down quickly. We're already down 10 grand before I started acceleration. Now we're down 20 grand. Alright, so it costs us almost $30,000 to get Tsunami Picnic trained from level 8 to level 10. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Are we going to race Eastman Rose again or try La Ville Passage? Oh, we're going to try La Ville Passage. I'm sure we're going to get absolutely brutalized. No, it says the firm surface. Very hard surface at La Vielle Passage. So maybe we shouldn't race here. Alright. Alright, we'll train up Bagel Burn a little bit just to see. The one I really need to train up, though, and I missed it at the time, but the one I really need to train up is that Akalteki, I think is the breed of the horse that only goes to level 5. It was an A horse in at least 2 categories. That's the horse I need to be training up to see what the skills actually look like at level 5. I can't imagine they would be in the 90s. Yeah, right there. It's in the 40s right now. One is in the 30s. 5 levels isn't going to add a lot to that horse, in my opinion. I did not know that horse only went to level 5 when I bought it. Alright. Let's go collect another payout here and look at more. These guys want me to breed another flippin' horse. Good grief. Alright, let's try to win race 3 at Sewell Meadows. I just thought, oh, I can win this, no problem. Uh-huh.
Waiting for the start at Sewell Meadows. Caffeine Tsunami, the one to beat. The starter gets them underway. Caffeine Tsunami is off to a fabulous start. Punters would be happy with themselves early. Daffodil Darkness is also in the firing line. Caffeine Tsunami setting the pace. Travelling on the rails, it's Drama Donut. Just has a margin over Reliable Drop. Duke Snoop, 4th spot. 500 out and it's Drama Donut. Reliable Drop in 3rd position. Toe-to-toe with Duke Snoop. The race continues with Drama Donut. Duke Snoop in 2nd, being pushed by Reliable Drop. 250 out, and it's Caffeine Tsunami. Drama Donut wants the front, contending with Duke Snoop. Caffeine Tsunami still piloting the field. Daffodil Darkness in 2nd spot, stride for stride with Drama Donut. Reliable Drop with a last gasp win, just in front of Drama
Alright, look at
Donut.
that. We got an award for finishing
Daffodil
4th.
Darkness.
Spend 10,000 meters in your preferred position. My preferred position is not 4th place, sir. Alright, that went terribly. I don't know. Let's just do it again. See if we can make a different outcome.
Excitement building here at Sewell Meadows. All eyes will be on the favourite, Caffeine Tsunami. Gates crash back. Caffeine Tsunami off to a magnificent start. Bookies are nervous. Rival Hat is also in the run. Cupcakes Code still pilots the field. Disco Romance in 2nd position, feeling the pressure from Caffeine Tsunami. Basic Owner in 4th place. Cupcakes Code, the leader. Disco Romance in 2nd spot, followed by Artist Chapter. Caffeine Tsunami in 5th spot, heads up and down with Rival Hat. Cupcakes Code, dictating the pace. Continuing around the track, it's Cupcakes Code. Caffeine Tsunami, not looking comfortable. Cupcakes Code is running for fun. Intelligent Trombone in 2nd place. Dagger Question is coming home with a rush. Heads up and down with Caffeine Tsunami. Disco Romance takes the race, just scoring from Cupcake's home. Caffeine
All right.
Tsunami gets the third place.
A better performance, but not a better finish. We were separated by less than 1 second from the winner. But still, I guess I need better spacing on the sprints at the end. Watch this. We're just going to get another payout right away. Thank you so much. Back up to 56K. I would love to train Caffeine Tsunami the rest of the way up, but I can't. I need to upgrade the training facility. I don't want to breed any horses. I guess I could do another race. Try to get the 1,000, 2,000 meters out of the way. Why don't I do one of these steeplechase races instead? That one pays 14K. Let's do it. All right. Gingerbread Devil or Tsunami Picnic. All right, I guess we're doing Gingerbread Devil. Sorry, my toes started itching real bad. All right, I don't think they do a lot of talking in this discipline of horse racing. So I apologize, the video was late this week. I was in the middle. I'm actually still in the middle of developing some IP, some intellectual property. Don't laugh all at once, but it is a liquor company. Which I'm sure Baz Vegas will find very interesting. But I really don't know what to do with it now that I've created it. It is definitely going to be a liquid-free IP, although a similar product is already on the market. So, if you got any tips, let me know in the comments. Alright, here after the second jump, I'm going to lay off the sprint button a little bit. I think we collided with the fence, at least it gave me that feedback in the controller. And I think I laid off a little bit, maybe right here, when the turn got tighter. But yeah, definitely don't feel, oh no, it was around this corner. Don't feel bad about going through a gate at an angle. Alright, Kaz raised his hand like he's sure, so I think that means we got a max score. Well, we got a gold medal. That's the important thing. About 12 seconds behind the leader in the clubhouse. But a gold medal is a gold medal. I will take it. And that gets Gingerbread Devil up to level 10. And so we will promptly train Gingerbread Devil up to level 10. Boy, the stats just are not impressive. They're not. Not impressive at all. Acceleration's okay. That's it. Taking a look at Gingerbread Devil, comparing her to Tsunami Picnic. Tsunami Picnic is faster. A better sprinter by 1 point. Same acceleration. Same agility and slightly less good at jumping. So, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I think I have two kind of identical horses there, and one is slightly better than the other, so I think it's time to sell a horse. First, let's feed Artisan Illusion. Just doing baby horse stuff. Which pretty much is galloping around and then hiding next to mom. Alright. Let's go look at these horses here. Gingerbread Devil and Tsunami Picnic. I think it's time to clear out our stable a little bit. So here is Gingerbread Devil's stats. 71. Oh, sorry. Look at that. I went through all that stuff. Regal Power. That was the horse I sold last episode. All right. Well, I'm going to sell this horse too. 14K. which doesn't really offset any of the training. Not really. Alright, Gingerbread Devil sold. Tsunami Picnic, in retrospect, not really that great of a horse either. Although we're going to keep spending money to research the genetics. But yeah, I mean, it's a mid horse. It's not great. It's won some races. I don't think it's worth keeping though. I think I need to level up the horses that I own and then see how they're going to do and decide if I want to keep them or not before I breed a new horse. So we collected a award there, or reward, pardon me, for selling the stallion. And now we're going to go feed our baby horse one more time. And then baby horse will grow up and have to pay taxes like everybody else. And we're already back up to 81K money-wise, so our high so far I think was 93. So that's a pretty good amount of money. Alright, we're going to advance Artisan Illusion to a mare. And here's what she looks like. As a crossbreed horse. And a full bonus. Alright, we'll research those genetics. I really can't tell a lot of the differences between some of the color markings. And I think this horse is a child of two horses that I own. Dignified Constellation and was the other one Bagelburn? I think so. Alright, so we definitely have to level up Dignified Constellation at some point. But that is not going to happen here. Look briefly into breeding. I did something with the controller here. It's not showing me the stats, which is very disappointing to me. Down at the bottom I have traits selected, and eventually I will stumble around and figure that out and change that. So yeah, but the big lesson that I've learned here this episode is that the grades are relative to the horse. And that my advice that was given to me, and I agree with it, and that's why I'm saying my advice now. My advice would be to level a horse all the way up before you start breeding it. Because look, A+ for sprint energy and it's 65. That's not a good number. That's a terrible number. Alright. It says, oh, base number, A+. Okay, maybe to other horses that are babies. But I'm more worried about what this horse is going to produce as an adult. So, if you own a horse like Bagelburn, and it says A+, B, AB, and you don't level it up first before breeding it, are you really passing on A+, B, A, B? I don't think you are. So, that's why I've been doing a lot of training this episode. And looking at these horses... They're 3 stars for that horse, which is no good. Paid for a refresh. Both these horses don't have any speed. Tingling Trader, great stats other than speed. But again, do those numbers really mean a lot? I don't know. Alarming Fright, terrible. Captain's Comment, terrible. So... basically what I'm saying is don't be fooled by those grades like I was in the beginning. Trust your leveled up horse skills and go from there. Alright, so Bagelburn, for all those A's, just has 50s and 60s. I think he's at level 4 out of 10. And so I definitely have to sell those other horses so I start racing horses that are in my stable. You know, because I need to level them up. I really need the facilities upgrade. But I have a feeling, part of me, as I yawn silently in the background, I have a feeling that that's tied to some other benchmark like the amount of missions completed and stuff like that. And we're not completing missions right now because all I'm doing is racing and training repeatedly. So we're going to get Artisan Illusion trained up to, I believe, level 5. And as you can see, our cash reserves are down to 40 or so, or pardon, 60. I don't know what I said 40. It's going to get down lower than 40 at some point, though. Alright, so just under 50. Or 60. And let me bite my tongue, because we're not done training yet. Alright, one more time, please. Just over 56k. Alright, just under 55k. Good grief. Alright, well that's a different looking horse. And that 61 isn't that slow, comparatively. Alright, take a look at Fox Hill.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Artisan Illusion, hoping for an upset. And they're racing. Firefly Bet takes charge early. Ambiguous Adjective taking the inside line. Pounding down the course, it's Artisan Illusion. Vampire Gentleman beginning to make ground. Tussling with Golden Genius. Just behind, it's Courteous Cavalier. Head and head with Ambiguous Adjective. Crocus Cobble in 8th place. Engaging with Shocking Staircase. Artisan Illusion running for fun. Firefly Bet gaining momentum and flying through. Artisan Illusion leading the field. Golden Genius wants the front, just ahead of Musical Expert, then Vampire Gentleman. Artisan Illusion striking the front. Musical Expert is closing in rapidly on the outside. 1 length behind, it's Golden Genius. Artisan Illusion is the front runner. Musical Expert travelling on the outside. Firefly Bet steaming home on the inside. At the top of the straight, it's Artisan Illusion. Musical Expert in 2nd position.
Alright, sorry about that. I had my microphone muted prior to the race by accident. Dominating win there. We're going to get Artisan Illusion leveled up here. And go immediately back to the training barn and start training her up. Yeah, pretty strong in that race. We may end up using Artisan Illusion to race both cross-country and steeplechase. At least until I get some of the other horses leveled up. And I might look at it, but I don't think we're actually going to breed any horses in this episode because I really need to level up the horses I have and see how good they really are or not.
They're ready to go at Parsons Valley. Artisan Illusion, hoping to prove the punters wrong. Gate Spring, not far away early is Shuffled Skeleton. Troubled Tomato, right up there with the leader. Then as the race moves on, it's Artisan Illusion. Troubled Tomato. Next, Secretary Success in 4th. Cockney Curse leading the race. Artisan Illusion could be happier, pushing hard in front of Cuddly Creature. 3 lengths behind, it's Secretary Success. Superb Sweep in 8th spot, just in front of Crispy Chance. Still going, it's Artisan Illusion. Cockney Curse in second place. 3 lengths away, it's Secretary Success. Secretary Success is coming with a huge run. Artisan Delusion maintaining the lead. On the inside, it's Cockney Curse. 2 lengths behind, it's Secretary Success. Artisan Delusion in the lead. Cockney Curse in second. In the straight, it's Artisan Delusion. Travelling on the rails, it's Cockney Curse. Artisan Delusion still in the lead.
All right, another really dominating win there on the 900 meter surface for Artisan's Illusion. And level up, and we'll go get paid from the ranch. And go right back into the stall to train up some more. All right, we're just going to train every skill all the way up. So level 8, and then in theory, after a couple more races, we'll be able to get to level 10 for Artisan Illusion. Who is already just as fast as Caffeine Tsunami, who's got a much higher ceiling, so that's actually something that'll be pretty beneficial, I think. All right, let's try Eastman Rose here. I'm not expecting to win this. Yep. We'll see.
Waiting for the start at Parsons Valley. Artisan Illusion, hoping to put in a good showing today. Off they go. Trick Titan began quickly. Superb Space going with them. 1,000 out, and it's Trick Titan. Superb Space in second. Academics Act getting past on the outside. Trying to beat back Bionic Mountain. Academics Act leading. Closely followed by Button Bandit. Next, it's Artisan Illusion. Continuing around the track, it's Trick Titan. Putting up a challenge to Artisan Illusion. And then it's Superb Space. Trick Titan still in first position. Artisan Illusion in second position. Clashing with Superb Space. Artisan Illusion in the lead from Trick Titan. Trick Titan is absolutely flying off the fence. Still going, it's Bionic Mountain. Out deeper on the track is Artisan Delusion. 2 lengths away, it's Superb Space. Putting in a strong bid with Trick Titan. And then it's Academics Act. Artisan Delusion leads the race. Travelling underneath horses is Bionic Mountain. 4 lengths behind, it's Button Bandit. Artisan Delusion continuing to show the way. Trick Titan wants the front. Artisan Delusion piloting the field.
All right, a close win, but a win nonetheless. 18K in the bank. Oh, they just gave us 1 level there, not 2. So we'll get that 9th level trained up for Artisan Illusion. The skills overall still aren't that great. They aren't. And we only have 1 level left, so they can't get that much better anyway. 74 speed is nice. I'm not going to lie, that's better than any other horse I own. So the speed is good. The rest is not good. Steeplechase, I don't have any other... I don't know, I guess I need to find a soft turf horse to win that one steeplechase race. I don't know. I think we're going to get brutalized here at La Vielle Passage, but let's try anyway. They have water fences.
Excitement building here at Villencourt. Artisan Illusion trying to surprise the field. Stolzbach Racing. Nightmare Sequel sets the early pace. Right there is Chaos Evening. Nightmare Sequel piloting the field. Last Legend getting moving. Grappling with Artisan Illusion. A length behind its Complicated Comforts. Express Example is the trailer. The race continues with Chumps Package, putting in a strong bid with Nightmare Sequel. Nightmare Sequel with a brilliant turn of foot. Chaos Evening pushing past horses. At the 600 marker, it's Nightmare Sequel. Last Legend with a magnificent run. Artisan Illusion in 5th position. Artisan Illusion charging through. Continuing around the track, it's Nightmare Sequel. Chaos Evening gathering momentum. Complicated Comforts with a brilliant turn of foot. Artisan Illusion struggling. 2 lengths behind, it's Express Example. Nightmare Sequel leading the field. Chaos Evening in 2nd spot. Then Complicated Comforts. Artisan Illusion covering extra territory. Winning Post Blooms. Fidgeting Feeling is finishing at a rate of knots. Patriots Peppermint with a withering run.
All right, cream rises to the crop, or more accurately, the other stuff floats to the bottom. We went to the bottom there. Really, the benefit was that we got our level 10 available to us for training. And so that's what we're going to do. Get Artisan Illusion trained all the way up. Speed to 77. So I think for that first level of steeplechase races, we can win all those no problem with this horse. But that second level of racing, no, we just can't compete there. Also might be able to win some flat track racing at the first or second level due to the speed being better than Caffeine Tsunami. That's just my eyeball on it from right now, right here. But I've got to level up Dignified Constellation and Bagelburn and really get a good handle on what we have there. All right, we've got more available skills here. You can see we've got Big Earner, Distance Learner, which has to be a stallion. Or perfect out of the starting gate. Well, I can get that all the time in this game. Caffeine Tsunami, I think we would stick with Big Earner, I think, because of the way we race that horse. Sewell Meadows Race 3. Can we win this, maybe? Alright, we're putting Big Earner on. Says the odds are really in our favor, so let's go do a max bet. See what happens.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Sewell Meadows. Caffeine Tsunami is where all the money is in this race. Off and racing. Cube Comic. It's a confident start. Classical Charity breaking in. Caffeine Tsunami still outrunning the rest. Tectonic Rush getting past. Stride for stride with Classical Charity. Local Liquid in 4th position. Pounding down the course, it's Caffeine Tsunami. On their back is Beatnik Banana. Classical Charity at the front. Caffeine Tsunami needs to get into a better place. A length away, it's Local Liquid. Neck and neck with Beatnik Banana, followed by Tectonic Rush. At the 300-metre mark, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Classical Charity in second place. They straighten up for home, and it's Caffeine Tsunami. About to run for glory, it's Local Liquid. Venture Feeling is coming home from the clouds. It's going to be a photo finish between these two. A last-second win from Local Liquid. Caffeine Tsunami in second. Tectonic Rush in third.
All right, close loss for us there, unfortunately, but we did get a little bit of money out of it. Maybe I need to take a different horse into there. Are we going to do that? Artisan Illusion, faster horse. Suddenly is now TJ's pick. All right, we're just doing a normal bet, Kaz. Let's not get wild.
They're ready to go at Sewell Meadows. Artisan Illusion, favourite for the win. Bookies hoping for an upset. Stand by, and they're racing. A great start for the favourite, Artisan Illusion. Hearts Dolphin is right there. Artisan Illusion holds the lead. Duke's Hillary in second spot, battling with Cruel Crown. Clowns Change, fourth spot. Going hammer and tongs with Squirrel Shuffle. Then as the race moves on, it's Artisan Illusion. Squirrel Shuffle wants the front. Just behind, it's Flood Teapot. Hearts Dolphin jockeying for position. Toe-to-toe with Answering Answer. Artisan Illusion is the front runner. Flood Teapot gathering momentum. A length behind, it's Hearts Dolphin. Artisan Illusion at the front. Flood Teapot in second position. Squirrel Shuffle up against them. Artisan Illusion holding the lead. Hearts Dolphin progressing. On their back is Flood Teapot. As they straighten for home, it's Artisan Illusion. Hearts Dolphin in second. One length away, it's Flood Teapot. About to run for the judge, it's Artisan Illusion. Flood Teapot on the rails. Artisan Illusion wins the race, gets the money. Flood Teapot.
All right, we
second.
timed that
Third at the
out
line,
perfectly,
Hearts Dolphin.
getting an achievement there. Or not an achievement, a goal. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Sophie. Francis says the international community will take notice of us now. Oh, you think Caffeine Tsunami is going to make the international community stand up and notice? I doubt that. Look at this guy. He wants to fight me. Cruel Edge. That's the name of his horse. Man, why can't I get a horse named Cruel Edge? Ooh, it's a favored horse. A rival that I've never raced before. I don't know how that works. Yeah, we're not going to race him right now. I think we need to get Caffeine Tsunami trained up. Artisan Illusion, though, there's some promise there. I think if that horse had gone to level 15, it'd be in the 80s. Maybe speed might be just touching 90s, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm not convinced we're going to keep that horse long term. And these guys are trying to pester me about breeding. We don't have any time. See you next time, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button.